What's up? What is up? YouTube, how y'all doing, y'all? Man, this jet lag is killing me, man. Hey, check it out without a doubt, man. Uncle Mike's still sitting down here, y'all. I can't sleep, man. So if I can't sleep, that means I'm gonna sleep all day long I can't get back on our time, man. I'm still on Filipino time. So it's gonna be 4 o'clock, man, in the morning before I go to bed, man. God, to be more careful. I can't. I want to sleep at night and sleep as long as I want, and don't get it because I don't have to get up and go to no job, right? And then get up and just do my YouTube stuff as long as I want. So I'm on the wrong side of the world still, man. My clock, my internal clock, think it's daylight because it's over there in the Philippines. It's actually whatever time it is here, it's the same time there, but the AM and PM is different, okay? Anyway, check it out, man. I've been looking for anything on this Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen, I'm just going to say Ellen. I can't call her that no more. And P. Diddy, Doc Tapes. All right, the mysterious death of Twitch. That's another thing, man. You talking about this is a fishy topic hardly nobody talks about. Yeah, and Ellen, even your employees said that you was a bad person and you're not that good of a person. So this is gonna be a 2-in-1, man, because he got another video that I wanted to do, and my man make these videos short, and I try to make mine long. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out.
His death was ruled in California, in Encino. A motel was where Stephen Twitch Boss was found. And his death was ruled a suicide. A note was found as well, discussing hardships that he was going through. He checked into this property, guys, Monday, and his body was discovered by motel staff on Tuesday when they entered the room. The 40-year-old was unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene just after 11 a.m., the coroner stated. Fans have tried to understand. People have tried to understand the motive behind his passing. Theories have run wild on the internet for the past couple of years. TMZ reported that his note, the suicide note, alluded to past challenges he faced, and theories have uprooted in regards to financial issues that could be the reason that he's referring to. However, the dancer was not experiencing any financial hardship at all in the time leading up to his death, nor has anybody in his family or his wife, Allison, even mentioned financial issues.
Well, when I first heard about this, my man passing and everything, it was clear that everybody, the guy that did Soul Train, there's a lot of people that has millions of dollars in the bank, man, that commit suicide. Now, to be honest, we need to open up all them cases, man, because I used to think, especially before I started making this type of money, I used to think that if you made all this type of money, you don't have a reason to commit suicide. You don't, because money can buy you whatever you need to fix something. That's how I used to think. But what I'm saying is, I learned when I got older and stuff, I learned that a lot of people who have money will take their own life also. So I said all that to say that just because he had money, that don't mean that he wasn't happy upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Let's keep going.
Any financial hardship at all in the time leading up to his death. Nor has anybody in his family or his wife, Allison, even mentioned financial issues. The seemingly jubilant performer's unexpected passing also took entertainment figures aback, such as Ellen and a dozen of fellow colleagues in the workplace, taking to social media to mourn him, send condolences, and just shocked at everything that had taken place. Twitch was the kindest, warmest, sweetest soul I had met in this business.
Damn, y'all couldn't find a worse picture than that one for Ellen? Jesus, man, poor thing. She looked like she had a hard life. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't say that. She was cool as I don't know what on camera, but I think behind the scenes she was
send condolences and just shocked at everything that had taken place. Twitch was the kindest, warmest, sweetest soul I had met in this business. He lifted everyone up around him. He made a point to check in on me and my family because that was who he was, a truly good soul who cared deeply about others. He was a source of inspiration to not only the dance community, but the world at large. My name is Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are all keeping well today. Daily and consistent content. The death of Twitch is something that has always puzzled me for so long.
I mean,
you hold that.
Okay,
all right.
I got this take two if the joke didn't work. I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. Hey, so cheers. Hey.
Wait a minute.
Ellen, I heard you were sick, and look what I got you. Your boy. So whenever you get sick, you can have this.
Thank you so much. That's sweet. I probably won't wear it, but Portia would.
It's not.
Wait a minute, man. He kind of held that pose a little too long. I don't know what. I gotta hear what he's saying. I'm gonna turn up a little bit.
For so
Let's turn
long.
Up.
I mean,
you hold that.
Okay,
all right.
I got this take two if the joke didn't work.
I give them the tape too if the joke didn't work.
No, it's okay.
I don't.
You know I don't want
No problem.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. Hey, so cheers.
What? I don't understand. I really don't understand.
All keeping well today. Daily and consistent content.
Maybe you
the
had
death
to be
of
there.
Twitch is something that has always puzzled me for so long.
I mean,
you hold that.
Okay,
all right.
I got this take two if the joke didn't work. I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
No, hold on. Hey, so cheers.
Oh my God.
Ellen,
I think it's a
heard
joke.
You were sick, and look what I got you. Your boy. So whenever you get sick, you can have this.
Thank you so much. That's sweet. I probably won't wear it, but Portia would.
It's not odd upon me that it happened around the time that Ellen was also going through everything that she was going through at her workplace and the conditions. Even Allison releasing a book in regards to his passing and Twitch's family speaking up against it. It seems that this man had sharks swimming around him, and his death in a motel in California is very puzzling to me. This is a deep dive, just discussing his passing, what our theories are, what our conversations are, especially in the comments below in regards to this. Because I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to get to the bottom of what happened with Twitch, what was going on in his environment, what led him to this position, and if this was a suicide that took place in the motel. Now, there are reports that I feel like we should look into where, if you guys did not know, but Steven himself had a very hard time during Ellen Degeneres and her workplace. He himself was also suffering, and it was a toxic scandal that also affected him as well. I strongly believe that he also is one of the employees that was going through forms of racism, that was going through forms of bullying, that was going through forms of intensity and pressure, but of course, Ellen did not care. Now, publicly, Ellen has given this man his flowers, congratulated him in front of people, in front of thousands in the audience. But as we know now, and as we've been known for the past couple of years, the Ellen who is public to us is very different to the Ellen behind the scenes.
Facts. That's a fact. And that's the fact right there. I done seen way too many people. If it's smoke, it's fire over there, man. It's so many of her employees said the same thing.
In front of thousands in the audience. But as we know now, and as we've been known for the past couple of years, the Ellen who is public to us is very different to the Ellen behind the scenes. Complete 180 difference. So if she's publicly congratulating him, I doubt that she is privately congratulating him as well. But it was revealed that he was under pressure after the 2020 toxic workplace scandal that involved Ellen and some of her producers. At the time, a former employee anonymously accused Ellen of allowing racism, fear, and intimidation behind the scenes. So what makes you think that Twitch himself was not impacted by this racism? And that could have, led and contributed to him taking his own life if that took place. Oftentimes we look at these employees who are anonymous and, we read their reports of what they've gone through, but I feel like a lot of people missed the mark and ignored the fact that Twitch himself also was going through a lot of workplace stress, and that this racism and intimidation that was allowed via Ellen and her executives also impacted Twitch himself. just because he was publicly seen, just because he had a higher profile than these anonymous employees, does not mean that this man is exempt from experiencing workplace racism and stress that could have affected him to the point where he took himself to a motel and took his own life. Makes you think, guys. It genuinely makes you think. Allegations have raised multiple brows and sharp online critique. A lot of people were upset also with Twitch, questioning why he was around this woman still, why he also, was basically trying to support her, which I don't think he was doing. But this all led to a significant amount of pressure that this man had gone through. Judge Arun shared that he suspects that after the scandal, Twitch's mental health deteriorated even more. I don't know what was going on in his life that may have led him to make that choice, but I do understand right now that when I get online some days and you're in the wrong position, people do come for you in many areas. He was just somebody who always loved and supported me, Judge Arun said. He was also another choreographer. He was also kind and down to earth, and he came over to my house a couple of times. Stephen Twitch died at 40 in LA, and according to TMZ, it was an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound in a hotel. The publication informed that law enforcement sources revealed that his wife Allison arrived at an LAPD station telling her husband had left home without his car, which worried her because it was unlike him. Shortly after police got a call reporting a shooting inside a hotel in LA, and once officers arrived, TMZ confirmed that they found his body and a private funeral was held on January the 4th, 2023 in LA during a small and intimate service where only close family are allowed. I genuinely believe that when it comes to the mysterious death of Twitch, that everybody around him failed him. I do believe that high executives who also were enabling this intimidation and racist environment alongside Ellen also failed him. I also do believe that his family and his wife, Allison, also failed him, considering the fact that she was very quick to write this book. And Twitch's own family were coming out to basically say that this is the wrong thing for you to do. You're making money on his name. Why would you immediately run to write a book on somebody who is your husband, your partner? Because that doesn't make any sense to me. You can write a book in private as a grieving process, but once you put something up publicly, you immediately are making money on your husband's name who just took his own life. In my opinion, I do believe that was very insensitive. And I genuinely believe that the reason for this is that people around him have failed him. I do think that his death is also very mysterious.
And plus, they got a lot of bills to pay because that money ain't coming in anymore. They mismanage a lot of money. I'm not saying her. I'm saying a lot of people. So somebody come to them about some type of book deal. You need to do a book deal. We publish this book so we can make money off of you or him, and the book sales will help cover your bills. Don't you want to feed your kids and your family and keep the house? That's what happens, man. It's a lot to do with financial keeping your head above water, especially the lifestyle you used to live in with all these bills. That's facts, man.
In my opinion, I do believe that was very insensitive. And I genuinely believe that the reason for this is that people around him have failed him. I do think that his death is also very mysterious. I do believe that if he did take his own life, I strongly believe it's because he obviously learned about information around people, including Ellen, that really troubled his spirits. It troubled him to a whole new level, because now we're at a point where we have gone through a P. Diddy trial where he's gone through so many civil lawsuits of being accused of SA, minors, sodomizing, and, a proper trial where he's gone down for 2 convictions, sex trafficking accused, Cassie, the freak-offs, her lawsuit, all of this stuff. We know that Diddy and Ellen love to party together and basically have great times, that perhaps he learned some information about her or about the industry in general that just simply tipped him off. I don't think that it costs us to be not naive. I don't think we should be naive, sorry. I don't think that we should sit here and assume that, whatever we've been told in articles is what we should believe. After these trials of all of these people that have come out in the past 2 years, which have exposed the industry alongside Cat Williams' interview, which basically opened the portal, we can't just sit here and believe the things that we're told to read. I genuinely believe that there is more that happened to this man, Twitch, because I also believe that he was affected by this workplace whole scandal. I believe that, he was also one of the employees that went through pressure. It wasn't just these anonymous employees who are still speaking out today. I don't think that Ellen and Twitch had this great relationship. Ellen is somebody who is a public PR queen. She knows to congratulate you in public and be friends with you in public, but behind closed doors, she's a completely different person per many of the employees that have worked for her that have come out to speak publicly. And I do believe that her relationship with Twitch was very performative, and behind the scenes, I don't think it was as strong. I think the family failed him as well, and I think everybody around him just failed him. I think.
Yeah, you got to play your part. No matter what, when the cameras come on, you got to play your part. I have seen, you ever see, it's a couple, they had an argument, man, right in front of me, right before this party was supposed to happen. I mean, they was cussing each other out like they was about to go to blows. But then when guests started coming over, they both was acting like they was in love. They was the best couple in the world. And I'm like, y'all mom just had a... Then when everybody left, I made sure I stayed. Because as soon as the last person left, they was right back at it. They was a little more calmer. So when the cameras come on, you got to perform. It's called acting. So y'all don't know the real definition behind acting. Because we all do it.
That male suicide, male depression is something also that is just genuinely overlooked, and people just don't see it as a major issue. So this is what I mean when I say that he has all the money, you can have the fame and etc., but still so many people around you can fail you as well. I don't believe, oh no, I don't want to blame this man for taking his own life, because I think that is very insensitive, but I think that Twitch's passing in general is just very odd to me. The passing was very mysterious. Who did what? Was there anybody else in that motel? Also, how did they know to go check in on Tuesday or find out where he was? Of course, his wife went to LAPD. Why did he choose to not take his own car as well? He wasn't facing any hardships. He wasn't facing any financial hardships either, for those who think that this is what it was back in the day, because he had, you know, a lot of coin. His death has always just been something very mysterious to me. And I just think that in the world of P. Diddy and what we've learned about him over the past year, and especially when it comes to Epstein, and especially when it comes to, you know, these new lawsuits that are civil, that are coming out from all of these people, the employee toxic workplace conditions, I just think it's too naive to believe that this man woke up one day and wanted to take his own life for, you know, some kind of minor issues. I do believe that he found out information about people that he once loved that was demonic, that was excessive, that was just absolutely diabolical and disgusting for him to believe and digest. And so therefore he just thought that, you know, along with other stresses, that this is something that tipped him over the edge. I just feel for his children, to be honest with you, because I'm not really sure why Alison Holker came out with an entire book basically discussing the fact that he would not want to take showers, that he had a really weird turn, and that he had excuses to, you know, basically ignore stuff and not want to be with her, and that there were symptoms of depression, irritability, insomnia, weight loss, a lack of energy. I just feel like all of this coming out in a book for her to release as soon as he passed away is just extremely, extremely insensitive. And I just find that to be very confusing, because she obviously had made a lot of money on that book. And I just don't think that was the right way for her to go. The book received mass criticism from many of Twitch's family members and loved ones for speaking on behalf of the late star and publicly sharing his struggles. She responds saying, "I want to be clear that my only intention is writing the book is to share my own story as well as a part of my life with Stephen." Share that story with a therapist. Share that story with your family. You don't need to make money on somebody's name. Let's not be dumb. You don't need to share that story publicly. Share it in a story publicly. You don't need to do it in a book where you know you're going to make money on somebody's life. This is what I mean, that even the people that are close to you, around you, are also can make money from your name once you pass away. It's just very sad. Choose your people around you wisely. Choose your community around you wisely, because I believe when we are discussing the death of Twitch, everybody around him failed him. Failed him. Let me know what thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Just want to click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this mini deep dive. And if you want to see any other deep dives, I think that these videos are very informative, and it reminds us of what has happened to some people that, you know, it's just very unfortunate.
Man, that's a shame, man. This happened. He was 40 when he passed away. This happened a good little while back, man. So, with that being said, oh my gracious, I just thought, man, why would you take your life when there's so many people would love to be in your shoes as a DJ on that show, and the type of salary he had? I don't know what type of salary he had, but I want to do this one more, man. New Diddy sentence filing, man. Y'all got to check this out right here. I keep telling y'all, Diddy, I think Diddy had something to do with that.
So it's getting really tense, guys.
That whole situation. When I hit stop, it don't stop sometimes, y'all. Give him a thumbs up, man. New Diddy sentencing filing. Judge Arun is about to finish Diddy now. They saying that they had to turn in some paperwork or whatever today. Well, it was yesterday by the time they had to finish it up. And it's by the time y'all see this, I'm thinking of so many things because this video ain't gonna drop until about 3 or 4 days down the line. But long story short, I keep saying 6 days, y'all. I mean 6 years. 6 years. God dang it. Diddy's not getting out of jail no time soon. Please believe me when I tell you that. It's gonna be 6 years. At least he gonna do his 6 years. 1 year all for good behavior. He already did 1 year. You might well call it a year. He ain't getting out no time soon. That's gonna give the feds time to come up with some more charges on him. Hello. Yeah. So this judge and whoever's up top pulling these strings, I keep telling people this, they don't want Diddy to move because if he get out that jail, Diddy know what he did. He know what's on them tapes. He know all the information they got and all these other 60 to 80 different charges coming at him. He know what he did. They gonna put him in some type of box with an oxygen tank, slip him on anybody's $1 million plane. He gonna give somebody $100 million to take him somewhere, and he gonna take the other $100 million. They say he got $400 million. He gonna take $100 million with him somewhere, and he gonna lay crazy low, lower than Tupac, Biggie, Elvis, and all these other people who they think that they alive. Diddy gonna do it different. He gonna let everybody know he alive, but y'all ain't gonna be able to find me, Ellen DeGeneres. He gonna be right up. He gonna be in a tunnel under Ellen DeGeneres' house, wherever she at. Real talk, man. So anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
Is between the prosecution and the defense. October 3rd is approaching us, which is Diddy's sentencing date. Judge Arun has asked both sides to provide a joint letter today to explain why they should receive Diddy for this particular sentence, which is maximum or least. Whatever side, of course, defense is going to ask for least and prosecution are going to ask for a maximum. They were not able to comply for a joint letter because of the defense, which clearly goes to show you that Diddy's lawyers are now not getting on with prosecution. They were before, and they were happy to oblige when I was in the courtroom, and Diddy's lawyers, Mark Agnifilo, was talking to Judge Arun. He was like, sure, we'll do whatever the prosecution wants to do. We've just got our client acquitted from these major charges. I'm happy to create meetings or expedite meetings with the prosecution. That now has flipped, which is basically what we're being told here, because the defense did not want to provide a joint letter. Judge Arun is asking you to provide a joint letter so that his time is not wasted before the sentencing. And you, as a defense team, where you want Judge Arun to give you the most reduced sentence for your client, what do? You don't listen to his instructions. You're already trying to piss him off, and that's what you should not be doing, because you've been denied bail multiple times for your client anyways. I don't understand why they refused to provide a joint letter. Prosecution were willing to work, but the defense were not. But as we can see here, the government respectfully submits this letter in response to the court's July 9, 2025 order directing the parties to provide sentencing data to the court in advance of the sentencing. So I'm not going to read out this whole letter for you. I'm just going to review it. Here, cases where the primary or sole conviction was for a violation of section 2421A. You have United States versus these three individuals. And then, of course, we have the defense providing their separate letter, not joint, where, they provide a list of cases where the defendant was convicted solidly under 18 particular charges. The defendant's base offense level was calculated under 2G1.1 and a criminal history category of 1, and the defendant did not receive a downward departure. We identified 63 such cases using the United States Sentencing Commission's public data files, whilst the Commission's data files exclude case identifiers. PACER searches make it possible as well. Second, we provide a broader list of additional cases where the primary or sole conviction was for a violation of 18 USC. We identified these cases by conducting PACER criminal cases report. So, the defense have provided, guys, a lot of cases, numerous amounts. And when we look at these, we can see that the sentencing for the Mann Acts are 7 months, or one that is 21 months, and Of course, they're going to provide the cases that they find where the client got a reduced sentence. But one thing that I want to look at is a different person's case. Through the research of Diddy Docket, shout out to them on the app X, doing a fantastic job. We can see here that they have analyzed another case that is very similar to P. Diddy. And this is basically what the judge is going to be doing. So we're going to show you an example of what the judge is basically going to be doing. So the most relevant case as of right now, you could argue, is United States versus Dylan Jordan in terms of comparing it to P. Diddy's, because this could show us what Diddy might expect. The reason why is because Jordan had the same charges, Mann Act transportation violations, same criminal history, a first-time offender, same guideline, 21 to 27 months, and the actual sentence that he received was actually 5 years. So the guideline, it was triple whatever was going to be expected. So based on this analysis, Sean Combs actually faces, guys, a potentially severe sentence despite being acquitted of the most serious charges. The thing is, when it comes to Jordan's case, Diddy's situation is actually worse. Why? Because Jordan operated a prostitution ring generating 1.4 million, whereas Diddy's case involves higher profile of global celebrities and massive public attention, much longer duration, more victims, more violence and evidence of that with the hotel videos, and also commercial sophistication using his business empire to facilitate crimes, as we saw on the Amex cards with the hotels being booked and, to help fly around these people. It was all done on Diddy's cards. So the sentence prediction based on the research that Diddy Docket and AI have done here, showing that Diddy is going to be likely facing 8 to 12 years. Per count, 8 to 10 years. Total sentence could be 10 to 15 if consecutive, and time served will be 6 to 12 with good time. So the facts that support this harsh sentence is that Jordan, his precedent of statutory maximums.
Did he say 8 to 10? And I think that, again, this is all this is predictions. All this is predictions. I'm still holding. I said from day one, 6 or more. And I think the judge going to see all this prediction stuff and everything, and he going to come under. He going to come real under. He got to come under. Yeah. Man, boy, you talking about something. When that judge slam that thing and say 6 years, I sentence you to 6 years, I'm going to be like, oh my God, where my crystal ball at? Here we go.
The victim testimony from Cassie and Jane, evidence of recordings, evidence of blackmail and control, and high profile nature. The case data reveals that federal guidelines of 15 to 21 months per count are essentially meaningless for organized prostitution cases. Courts routinely impose upward departures of 200 to 300% for commercial cell operations, victim harm evidence, need for deterrence, and pattern of abuse. Bottom line, Sean Combs should expect a sentence in the 8 to 15 year range, with the court likely following the Jordan precedent of imposing near statutory maximums despite low guidelines. His celebrity status, the extensive victim testimony, and the commercial nature of his operation all point towards the high end of this range. The case list that both sides submitted demonstrate that Mann Act defendants routinely receive sentences far exceeding their guidelines.
I think because he is a celebrity or government official, I think that because he is so highly, and you've been covering this mess up, I think he should get more time. I can see if it was a nobody who did all this and got caught. But people look up to you, man. You got kids wanting to be like you. You got people following you. A celebrity. You got fans. You let them all down. Shame on you. Double it up. You better be lucky this ain't my world, boy. Because y'all finished? Clap. 30 years, man. See you later. What? No bail? Why you keep asking for bail? Keep asking about, watch me add 5 more years on this. All you're doing is tying up everybody's time and energy, man.
Making Diddy's situation quite precarious despite avoiding conviction on the most serious charges. So in other words, guys, you need to be looking like that. Diddy is gone. This is some pretty bad news when we look at the cases that have been filed via the prosecution, and we look at the cursory of AI being used on this, who are reviewing these cases, reviewing the list of these cases, finding the one that's most accurate, and then giving an understanding that these guidelines are basically meaningless when it comes to Mann Act convictions, and that, Diddy could face 8 to 15 years. Not only that, but the judge is already pissed off with the defense's team. the judge has already denied multiple bails of the defense's team as well. Now, of course, the defense has found multiple cases where the sentences are far low. I still don't expect P. Diddy to get 8 to 15 years. I feel like,
but they didn't follow the directions. Diddy team still ain't following directions, y'all. Are y'all not getting this stuff? Man, I know good and well that I think y'all should be, oh my God. I think people should be doing a way better job than Uncle Mike. I was the one that I barely passed high school. Then went to college and got straight A's and B's, y'all. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. If I done figured this stuff out and y'all still, Diddy get enough. He gonna get time served. He gonna do this. The motherfucker still ain't get out of jail yet, cousin. Cousin, you over there? Yeah, all these YouTubers. Yeah, he beat the case. He gonna did this. They doing push-ups and push-ups. They squirting baby oil. They doing all this celebration. Keep on celebrating. They said Diddy and when he went back to the jail, they celebrated. We ain't never seen somebody beat a RICO. That's just a word. You still locked up. You are still in jail, period. Man, I swear to goodness, boy, if that judge slammed that hammer down and say, time served, Diddy, you can go home, Uncle Mike's face gonna go, wah, wah, wah. Well, y'all, but it's so, that can't happen, y'all. It is too many things. These people gonna be set. Damn. So you can't. Crime does pay. This crime must pay, y'all. That's what that judge can't put that type of idea in people's minds, man. You mean to tell me crime pay all this stuff for 30 years and you only give him 1 year in jail? Why you didn't let him out? You should have just let him out from the jump. Fuck it. What's wrong with y'all? Oh my God, man.
Like
here we
maximum,
go.
It will be 2 to 3 years. I would be shocked if this man gets 8 to 15. That would be absolutely dramatic. But to be honest,
wait a minute. Let's go.
Judge has already denied multiple bails of the defense's team as well. Now, of course, the defense has found multiple cases where the sentences are far low. I still don't expect P. Diddy to get 8 to 15 years. I feel like maximum it will be 2 to 3 years. I would be shocked if this man gets 8 to 15. That would be absolutely dramatic. But to be honest with you, this isn't just AI that is coming up with this conversation. We also have the fact that, the United States versus Dylan Jordan, which is a very similar case to what P. Diddy went through. Only that the Jordan case, much more shorter in terms of duration, way less victims. Wasn't hotel evidence. P. Diddy's case has all of that, which is far worse. So if we're looking at someone like Dylan Jordan, who received 5 years, when his guideline was 21 to 27 months, he got 5 years, 60 months. Then we're looking at Diddy's case, which is more high profile and far worse. Then, if you're comparing it, Diddy's actually going to get a lot more. Anything more than 3 years is a big loss for this man. That's just how I see it. Anything more than 3 years. If it's 5+, major defeat, major loss for this guy, which they're obviously going to appeal. And I also don't think that P. Diddy is going to get a new trial. I don't think the judge is going to give that for these 2 man-act convictions. They're still deciding that to announce it. It's normal process to try to, but I don't think that the Judge Arun is going to give it. But basically, a lot of litigation today in regards to the P. Diddy case. Tension is rising from Diddy's side as well. From both of them, we now have new litigation of all of these cases that they are providing to show that why Diddy should, get a high sentence or a low sentence from the defense. And October 3rd is going to be, in my opinion, just as big as the day of the verdict. It's going to be absolutely insane because everyone's going to be like, how many years? What's he going to get? Is it going to be 1 month? Is it going to be 1 year? Is it going to be 5? Is it going to be 10? Whatever. And I know in that courtroom, it's going to be a major gasp, just like it was when the verdict was given. Because when the verdict was given, it was all of a shock. And I feel like when the verdict is going to be given for the amount of years, there's going to be another major gasp like that. And it's just going to be absolutely chaotic. I don't think there's going to be a lot of press and media out there on that day as it was for the verdict, but his family will definitely be present. His mum will definitely be present. God willing, I will be present.
God willing, I think I'm going to be present too. shoot, the more y'all talk about this, because my girl Tisha Tell gonna be up there, and I'm pretty sure Stephanie gonna be up there. Stephanie, if you going, I'm definitely gonna be there. I need to get in touch with Stephanie, man.
To discuss this whole case, because I feel like this is going to be, you know, huge. Let me know thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. It does not look good for Diddy, basically, with all of these cases that they have provided, and AI basically finding the most similar case and the most relevant one, comparing it to Diddy. Doesn't look good for Diddy at all. This is some pretty bad news, but again, we can't know for sure until Judge Arun makes his choice on October the 3rd. Until then, everything is speculative. Everything is just comparison, theories, AI researchers, different cases and look at them and case review, all of that. So it's up to Judge Arun now. And I feel like Judge Arun's going to give this man a harsh judgment, because that man ain't been playing around from the day that we knew about him, from that first bail hearing. And Judge Arun wanted to, you know, prolong this, and we had to come back over the. I remember when we first spoke about Judge Arun, and he was the one, because Diddy's team were basically judge shopping, in my opinion. Then Judge Arun was like, "I'm not going to give the choice on whether he's going to be bailed or not. Let's come back next week." So I'm thinking, why does Judge Arun want to come back now? It don't make no sense. Only for him to come back to say denied, then denied again 3 times after that. That man ain't playing around at all. Let me know thoughts, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do. It goes a long way, and I would really appreciate it. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe.
You know what, man? Real talk, man. I think I'm going back up to New York, man. It's a month away. I got a lot of work to do. I had my work done by then, but I think it's gonna be packed, man. And I want to catch as much footage as I can on the faces. Even if he gets out on when he get out and everybody going berserk, I told y'all they gonna be pointing to Uncle Mike, ha, na boo boo, and all this type of stuff. Man, shut up, man. That's that man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. We about to find out how good AI is. What y'all think? If AI is saying 8 to 10 years, Uncle Mike, I'm being real modest. I'm saying 6 years. My man over here said about 3 years. He being modest than I am. And I think that if you say 3 years, the judge don't like him, number one. That's another year, so that's 4 for him. Also, the judge don't like your lawyer, because he been doing all kinds of stupid stuff behind people's back and everything. And he gonna add in all the stuff that he can add in, or should I say he gonna take consideration of all the stuff that been thrown out and all the other stuff that's in the case. All the stuff he was found not guilty on, he can weigh that in his favor to give him more time. We talking about the time. Dude, you got 2 counts, 10 years apiece. That's where we going from. That's where we starting at. So the judge could say maximum for both of them and not run them consecutively. That's where the judge is starting at, 20. The top floor. The top floor is 20, y'all. And y'all gonna sit here and oh my God, y'all. If he get time served, dog, I swear. If he get 2 years, I swear, man, it's something wrong with our system. It is something completely wrong with our system, dog. For real, for real. Hey, that's all I'm saying. And I think that this judge is in a position, along with Diddy, to let people know, to let the world know that crime does not pay. We gotta send that type of signal out, man. You got to. What do y'all think, man? Y'all let me know in the comments. I bet you any amount of money. God dang it. Dude, I'm gonna go up to New York. I'm almost sure I am. And when this verdict go down, I'm gonna go out and buy me a big bottle, or medium bottle, because of top shelf. I'm gonna get me some real top shelf liquor. When this man say 6 years or more, I swear to God, I'm gonna get I ain't never had no super duper top shelves. I'm talking about some XO and all that. Yeah, we had that before. I'm talking about some real $800-900 type liquor. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep that bottle. I might drink some of it, but I bought this when they sentenced that man. Yeah. Anyway, What you laughing at? She is laughing, y'all. That's my boo-boo. She just looking at me laughing. She in the Philippines. Go to sleep. Oh, I can't tell you to go to sleep. You should be telling me to go to sleep. It is 3:00 in the morning. I'm going to go to bed. Love y'all so much, man. Hey, shout out to all my enders. Shout out to everybody who support the channel. The YouTube growth system, y'all. Uncle Mike is putting together a YouTube course. I'm putting together a YouTube course. Shout out to all my enders. If you want to do YouTube, YouTube has changed my life. I've been over to the Philippines for 30 days, 3 times. You want to travel the world? You want to change your life and get rid of that thing y'all call a boss, a job, and live free? I feel free. I act free. And I love y'all. I was so glad everybody's supporting the channel, whatever the case may be. And now I'm giving back. It's called Help People. All you got to do is help people. If you concentrate on helping people, man, good God Almighty, baby, the Lord will bless you. All you have to do is help people. Put together a system. Get yourself a camera. Get yourself a cell phone. Look at this girl. She over here pray. I should be a preacher, huh? And the Lord said, and I said, who? And then they said, how you doing? And I said, who? I can't do that. I don't know the Bible well enough, man. That's probably why I should preach. Hey, I'm going to get on up out of here, man, because I got to go to the bathroom. Y'all take it light. Y'all take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.